are losing wickets together. And because of that, the run rate is slowing.
Too short, swept away, pulled away. Call it what you like, it's gone for 4.
Well, Mohammad Kaif and Yuvraj Singh, India have found two cricketers of real spirit. Seemed a lost cause when they came together. Given India a chance.
Full toss. They go for the single this time. A throw and a miss, they're going to get back for 2. India are home, Lords goes wild. It's Ganguly with his shirt off, Flintoff style this time.
Sourav Ganguly is 12 to bets.
Oh, what a match! What a memory! NatWest 2002 final. What is the first word that comes to your mind if I say NatWest 2002 final?
It's actually a picture of Sourav Ganguly removing his shirt and waving in front of the crowd at the Lord's balcony. What about you?
For me, it's the way Ganguly pounced on Kaif after winning the match,
Yeah, that's what emotions can do to you. And see,
True.
at that point of time, winning the NatWest Trophy, if you see today, like it's people will think that it is just another tri-series, but it was
Right.
definitely not. It was a tri-series, but the significance was much broader at
Right.
that point of time.
Absolutely.
First of all, Flintoff had done his thing, removed his jersey 2002 Wankhede,
Wankhede.
and Ganguly gave it back. As a kid, we never knew that India could do so. This was a new India. But Ganguly showed that okay, you can't just take us lightly. You have to respect this team. See, after Ganguly took over as the captain 2000, as cricket fans who have seen the 90s Indian team, felt that there was a change, instant
True.
change, because
True.
India had gone to the finals of 2000 ICC Knockout Trophy. 2001 there was a historic Australia-India home test series. India won 2-1. Even
Right.
2002, before this NatWest, India had gone to West Indies, beat them in the ODIs. At that point,
Right.
West Indies were
Right.
not world beaters, but not like today's West Indies
Not
team.
the
They were
worst
good
of
team.
teams as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was an instant change in this Indian team.
There are certain tournaments or certain matches which actually shows you the future of the team. This match did. You will see Zahir Khan, Kaif, Yuvraj, Harbhajan putting up their hands, right? And
Yeah, and throughout the series they played well.
throughout the series,
Throughout
exactly.
the series, yeah.
And these are the people who actually put India to a, they took India to greater heights. By the way, when you're talking about giving it back, I can remember from one of the Kaif interviews after this, for this match only. So when Kaif came out to bat, okay, Nasir Hussain had sledged him. Nasir Hussain said they have sent a bus driver to bat, so now we are in with a chance. And so after the match, when after the winning runs were done, when Kaif was passing by Nasir Hussain, he was like, not a bad innings for a bus driver, right?
Sourav Ganguly has also said this before, that when this Trescothick and Nasir Hussain was batting so well, both scored great centuries. And
Right.
when they were given this 325 target, the Ganguly also thought that, "Arey, फिर से बना दिया, इतना run फिर से बना दिया." So,
Right.
but then, if you remember, Ganguly and Virendra Sehwag started off on a great note.
Oh, great.
Under 15 overs, they had scored more than 100 runs. They had even
Right.
told them, had a discussion about it, that we have to score 100 in 15 overs, because see, at those days 330 was chased once, like more than 325 was chased once, so it was a rarity. India needed that start. And then there was
And also,
yeah,
India hadn't won too many matches chasing, right? So that is also one more very, very important
Yeah.
part of the NatWest final, because we were never known as chasers as such. I think Kohli has definitely changed that definition, but I think the
Correct.
initial point had started back then, because
Correct,
the term chasers, finishers came in. Like we never had finishers as such. I think Yuvraj and Kaif's that partnership actually brought it on, that there could be something like chaser. Finishers. Sorry. Yeah,
correct,
as you were
correct.
saying.
And
Right.
see, at that point of right, totally agree. And see, at that point of time, when this Ganguly got out, and then India were not in a bad state when Ganguly had got
No.
out. But then four quick wickets fell, and all of a sudden it was 146 for 5. I remember I was watching this match in a club of ours,
Okay.
nearby club. I was watching this with my friends, and I
Hmm.
realized that again, like 146 for 5, Ganguly gone. They needed 180, and around 26 overs were left. So
Right,
the
right.
chances has also had also gone. If you remember, Kaif once told that his parents had also gone to see some
They had
movie,
gone to watch,
realizing that
yeah, because Sachin got out. So they were like, ये तो वैसे भी चेज नहीं होने वाला, चलो यार मूवी देख के आते हैं.
मूवी देख लेते हैं, देवदास देख ले रहे हैं. इससे मतलब देवदास का सौरो इसका सौरो भुला देगा, गम भुला
हाँ, ये
देगा.
गम भुला देगा देवदास देख के.
and
True.
and yeah, and then when they started playing those shots, brilliant, like the innings, you needed close to 7 per over at that point of
Right,
time.
right.
If one wicket had been lost, the match would have been surely ended there. Would have
But
surely
you don't
gone.
know one interesting part. Uh,
Hmm.
People just know about the Yuvraj Kaif partnership. They don't know my contribution in that partnership. I had contributed in that partnership because when Sachin got out, throughout those, because Sourav was hitting really well, right? So I was
Mhm.
overexcited, over enthused, and I was standing up and cheering for the team. So when the 5 wickets fell down, and I was all devastated because when Sachin got out, I think most of us had decided this is done. So I was so sad that I sat down, and I sat down like this, that we had lost the final.
Hmm.
And then Kaif and Yuvraj started hitting.
Hmm.
I didn't move from that position till we scored the last run. I just kept sitting like this, and my father is like, "Now you can sit up. Now we are winning. Now we are
Yeah.
on a good track." And I'm like, "No,
Hmm.
because I'm sitting like this, that is why they're scoring runs. So I will not change my posture." I didn't change my posture. I didn't let anyone change their posture. Forget about changing their posture. I didn't allow anyone to go to the washroom. I didn't allow them to drink water. I said, anything that you have not done in the previous few runs of theirs, you're not gonna do right now. So when
So
I
whatever
basically
Ganguly was, so whatever Ganguly was doing in the balcony, we were doing the same thing there. So
Ganguly
Ganguly
also
was
had
also
an
not.
extra, but Ganguly had an extra, this, he had this chain, or he has this chain
Yeah,
full of, yeah, so he was
yeah.
holding that and sitting. Thankfully, I wasn't doing that, but I was like this the entire time, and I really had a tough time with my back the next day morning. Because
And
for one and a half, 2 hours, you're sitting like that, and suddenly I'm like, oh shit, why is my back aching? And my dad is like, yeah, because yesterday you were winning the NatWest final for us.
and remember this Yuvraj was going great guns. He was hitting
Beautiful.
so many boundaries. Kaif was giving him support, and there was this one incident when, if you can
Hmm.
see the TV also, like if you remember the match, Ganguly told Kaif to take a single. बोला
Right,
single
right,
लेके युवराज को दे वो
right,
मारेगा. And
right,
and and the next ball, Kaif pulled it for a six.
right.
And that day I saw something that Kaif and Yuvraj were doing this Instagram thing, and then
Right.
Yuvraj said that Kaif had come to him. He did this glove and thing, and he said that, "अरे हम भी खेलने आए हैं." And after that, someone was about to come to the ground to tell Kaif that, okay, give the single to Yuvraj and
Right,
play. Nobody came
right.
after that. They kept on playing. And remember, Yuvraj got out. Yuvraj got out when
Right.
India still did some. I think he got out when India was 260 odd or something, 260,
Yeah,
270.
exactly,
I
exactly.
clearly remember, but this job was still to be done, and he got out at that
Right,
point of
right.
time.
I think that's why, Kaif's innings is more significant, because it was a miraculous partnership, no doubt, but it's not like the partnership had sealed the match for us. If
Yeah,
Kaif had got
correct,
out at any point of time, the match was gone. All the hard work would have been gone by now.
correct. And even Harbhajan did his job. He hit a
Yeah,
six,
yeah.
and he just stayed there. And I remember Kaif saying that Harbhajan was telling him that. So Kaif was trying all those shots, and there was an edge or something, and Harbhajan told him, "अरे देख के खेल." So Kaif was
Ha.
like, "यार भाई तेरे को भी देख के खेलना पड़ेगा," because both were there at the crease. And then
Right,
then he also tried to blast the ball when I
right.
think it was 12 runs or 14 runs were needed, and Flintop clean bowled him. Kumble
Right.
got out in the next ball. So it
Right.
was 12 from 12 or 13 from 12 at one point of
Roughly like that.
time.
Yeah.
The last two overs became interesting again. So, and
Exactly.
at that point of time, I remember it was load shedding there at my place.
Oh, at the club.
At the, yeah, at the
Oh,
it was anti-climax. Load
oh,
shedding,
fully.
we turned on the radio channel for the last few. So I have not seen Sourav Ganguly celebrate that live. I have
Oh,
not
you
seen
haven't seen that live? Oh my God.
that. And remember last over also. So and then in the second last over,
Right,
Kaif hit a boundary, went edge
right,
to third man, and
right,
last over there was 2 runs needed of 6 balls. First 2 balls dot,
right,
two
right.
balls dot, and then there's a full toss, and then this.
Yeah, but that full toss also, that was memorable. Had it
Hmm.
hit the wicket, it would have been a run out. It would
Run
have
out.
been gone. But once Saurav Ganguly was waving his T-shirt,
Hmm.
Dravid in one of his interviews said that Harbhajan also wanted to open and
Open, yeah.
wave his T-shirt, but Dravid was holding his T-shirt that don't do it, please don't do it.
Don't.
And Lakshman, by the
Lakshman,
way,
I think.
tried to stop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Lakshman tried to stop Ganguly, but obviously
Can't, yeah.
couldn't. Yeah, but Dravid thankfully stopped Harbhajan, but nobody could stop me. I was also waving my T-shirt back home.
Oh, you did that at that
Yeah, I did
simultaneous.
that. Yeah, I did that after after quite a long time. I mean, because when we won initially, I was just howling around.
Mhm.
I was telling everyone that we have won. A lot of people were looking at me and perhaps probably wondering, why am I howling? But then I removed my T-shirt and I started waving it. Because Sourav Ganguly, because back then, whatever Sourav did was such a statement in itself.
See, these are memories which come like in a decade, once in a decade. Like, and remember that year itself, India again qualified for the ICC Champions Trophy
Orko, wait,
2000
wait, 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 wait.
final. Oh, what happened?
Wait. Don't show all the memories today itself. What? Today
Oh,
was only for the NatWest 2002 final, and
yeah.
we will keep it to that.
So I will hold on to my memory, but
Yeah.
then you also have a job. You have to
Oh,
read somebody's
yeah.
memory.
As we had requested our viewers to share their memories, and we have a viewer who has actually shared his memory. So it's Deep Gaurav. Hi, Deep. I am hoping and I wish you're watching this episode. Keep sharing your memories.
This was in response after that our first
After
episode
our
on such.
first episode
Yeah.
on Sachin
Yeah.
Tendulkar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my favorite memory with Sachin is watching his 51st Test 100 innings of 146 at Newlands, Cape Town against South Africa for the way he managed the great Dale Steyn. Apart
Hmm.
from that, every backfoot punch through the covers and straight drive he played is a memory in itself.
Was he at the
Yeah,
ground?
no, he wasn't at Newlands, of course, but, that's what the TV does for us. But thank you so much, Deep, for sharing your memory. But Deep alone shouldn't be the one sharing his memory. I think everyone should. And
Yeah.
NatWest 2002 final is special for us, right, Orgo? Please tell the viewers what should they do.
See, first of all, they have to share their own memories in the comment section below. And just don't share the memory. Also share the channel, like the video, and subscribe.
Orgo, should we come to an end of this episode waving our T-shirt, or do you think we should just let it be?
No, we have six
We,
packs at this point of time, and we don't
yeah,
show
we
it.
don't want to
Dada
expose our
will feel
family pack right now. Right?
bad. Dada
Okay,
will
guys,
feel bad.
see you.
So,
Join you very soon.
bye bye.